remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, nako, magandang Tuesday evening ho sa inyong lahat, no? Happy Tuesday once again. Magandang araw ho sa inyo. Welcome sa ating program. SONNY LARAGAN po dito po sa ating programang Legal Advice Corner. It's a wonderful night ho kasi ngayon, no? Day. Sabihin na natin kasi maliwanag pa ho dito, although makulimlim dito ho sa London sa ating studios where it's emanating, no? Yung ating broadcast at ating control center. Okay, ang ating Technical Operations Center. Okay, it's another day of our social virtual bubble, family bubble ho natin. Every Tuesday night ho natin ginagawa to at magkakasama ho tayo for a long time na ho, no? Siyempre, hindi ho ako ang star of the show. Ang star of the show, yung ating pinakamamahal na managing partner ho ng Deo Volente Solicitors. At syempre, yung lagi ninyong pinakaabangan every Tuesday evening because she gives us information about the laws, no, legal things dito ho sa United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, syempre, it's with pride that I call on our pinakamamahal na abogada, walang iba kundi si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Attorney, magandang gabi sa iyo.
Magandang gabi, Mr. Laragan. Good evening sa mga kababayan natin sa UK, sa Europe, and elsewhere, sa lahat ng sulok ng mundo. Good evening. Welcome to the Social Remote Bubble. Ika nga ni Mr. Laragan. It's a beautiful summer evening. May araw pa rin. It's been a few Tuesdays now na may araw pa rin ang show natin at 6 p.m. And especially now, Mr. Laragan, it is England versus Germany daw po. May mga kasama ko sa trabaho na mentioned it's quite an important game. So good luck, England.
Yes.
Kung nasa Germany pa yung mga kababayan natin, ewan ko kung England. Sana England pa rin ang sinusuportahan nila. But other than that, it's been an eventful week for UK politics, Mr. Laragan. Ano?
Oh yes. Yes. Oh, especially si Hancock, no? Yeah.
What a plot twist, kumbaga. Kasi dito we discuss about current affairs, we discuss about the weather, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the law. May kuro-kuro muna tayo. So, ang kuro-kuro this week is kamusta naman?
Backgrounder lang. Backgrounder for everybody. They might not be, because we have viewers from different parts of Europe, no? Oh, siya nga pala. Ang ating studios is nasa London. Si Attorney DANNA Quinto nasa Bedfordshire, no? Ang pronunciation ba, Bedford? Di ba? Kasi kamukha nung kanila Edgar Dua, yung Derby, ang pronunciation na Derby, di ba? Derbyshire.
Yeah, no, Bedford pa rin.
Bedford pa rin. Hindi Bedford, no? Kasi sa kanila, Derbyshire. Di ba? I think that's how they pronounce it, Derbyshire. Where are you from? I'm from Derbyshire. Derby. Derbyshire.
The same word, used to live in Hertfordshire. So Hertfordshire dati.
Hertfordshire. Oo nga.
Hertfordshire.
Hindi Hertfordshire.
That's true. This is Bedfordshire. We're streaming. I'm streaming live here from Bedford. Sunny, not really sunny. It's bright, but
overcast, cloudy. Walang crack, di ba? Yung sun, walang crack sa clouds, no? We were actually, when was this? I think Friday night. when we were listening to LBC. I don't know if you've heard of LBC. It's a radio station dito sa UK. LBC, no? London's ano ba yan? London's
Broadcast
Conversation
or
yata,
something.
parang
Yeah.
how do they dub themselves? London's Conversation. Anyway, yeah, para lang background there, because we have so many viewers from different parts of the UK and Europe and the whole wide world, no? So parang
Correct.
pinag-uusapan na namin kasi very eventful, binabanggit ho ni attorney, ito hong health minister namin, health secretary ho namin, na very masipag naman, no? Masipag, and he would, di ba?
Sipag naman siya.
Masipag naman, no? Kaya lang ho, nagkaroon ng sex scandal because apparently, meron siyang ipinasok na may photo muna. Ay, teka muna, pakita natin, attorney. Tingnan natin kung makikita natin ngayon. Kasi madaling sandali. Matt Hancock, di ba? Sabi,
Matt Hancock, yeah.
Okay,
He was the one who was giving us instructions about COVID restrictions. Now, ingat-ingat daw sa paghag
Ingat.
sa mga kamag-anak natin. At siya po ang nagbigay ng guidance about restrictions. That's the biggest irony of it all. Ang papakitang picture ni Mr.
Ito, papakita natin lang.
Taken on 6th of May, actually.
Para maintindihan lang nila kung ano to pinag-uusapan, ano kaya pinag-uusapan nila attorney at saka ni Mr. Laragan, no? Sabi gano'n siguro. Ito ho, kasi ito, yung sabi mo, social distancing, ingat, huwag kayong magdikit. Virus, di ba, usually, pag ibang households, doon kayo sa labas magkita, pag same household, but siyempre, of course, pwede magkakasama kayo, di ba? Ito ho, photo. Ito yan. Nahuli
Sa opisina niya po yan.
Sa opisina, oo. Sa opisina.
So yan ang naging headline sa UK since Thursday or Friday. There's a video of that going about at talagang plot twist ng nagbigay ng
Was it Friday ba siya, attorney, nung lumabas? Friday ba lumabas siya story? O Thursday?
I think it was Friday, yeah. Friday or Thursday evening ata. I don't know exactly, but definitely by Friday labas na ata eh. I think Friday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tama, lumabas yan. Friday lumabas, tama? Kasi naging yan. The whole day sa LBC, as headlines sa newscast. So ito ho, nahuli ho siya. Ito, parang pinasok ho niya. Ang hirap i-pronounce yung pangalan ng babae. Colandagelo. Oo, yan. Aid niya yan, tapos nag-kissing sila, and then, ayan. So, because of that, pinag-uusapan nga namin, attorney, kung siya ba ay magre-resign o hindi, no? Ako, I have a strong feeling magre-resign dahil binabatikos na eh. And it's somehow worldwide, siguro.
Yeah,
Siyempre, people
right.
will be curious, no? Health Secretary sa UK, na-involved sa sex scandal, no? O sa isang scandal,
I think most importantly, hindi kasi pareho yung pinipreach niya sa ginagawa niya. And I think a lot of people argued that kumbaga nawalan siya ng moral ng moral gravitas, ng moral authority to preach about the restrictions after this, and that's going to have an impact on how well we can implement the restrictions. How well can the government persuade everyone to follow the guidance kung ang health secretary nga natin ang nangungunang nagbe-break ng social COVID rules. It's unfortunate, wala namang may gusto na malagay sa newspaper yung private matters nila, but unfortunately, as a public servant, it's a different, ika nga ng iba, it's gonna be a different standard for other people. It's a moot point, it's a moot point.
Pero ako, honestly, attorney, sa akin, nagtataka ko bakit nagkaroon ng photo, bakit na-videohan yan? Did you see the video? It was moving eh. Yeah. My theory there, merong sigurong, I don't know, siguro may mga CCTV siguro.
Yeah,
now, whoever whoever gave that video, gumamit siguro ng mobile phone. Tapos binivideo yung sa screen siguro, no? Because it's moving.
Interesting.
Di ba? Hindi siya 'di ba?
Very
Hindi siya
interesting.
steady kasi if it says steady sa bubong, kunyari yung dapat chug 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 chug, dapat very stable 'yun kung may naka-hook up 'yun. But it was moving gumaganon eh. Have you noticed the video? Did you see the video?
Yeah, so yeah, I've actually seen
Oo,
it.
gumagalaw siya eh.
You saw din sa video kung talagang ang totoo yung news. But you're right, a very good point. Baka nga imbes na hindi siguro madali na ilabas yung tape na yan or yung flash drive na yan. So what someone would do is actually take a video of yung CCTV camera or your CCTV
Yes,
footage.
oo. Feeling ko ganun
sana,
eh.
sabi nila, iimbestigahan daw po yan kung ano, why do we have cameras around. But I think moving on, focus should be how do we get out of COVID? How do we get out of the pandemic? Nabuhay lahat.
Hindi kasi I think it was si Matt Hunt yata ang nagano na he was wondering how come it happened no na nangyari yan na nandiyan yan no bakit 'di ba kung ikaw ministers dapat ano na yon na hindi na masyadong bakit lumabas in the first place no? Sino gumagawa sino ano no pwede yan sa mga aisles pwede yan pero kung inside your room. Kaya nga, papaano yata niya sa MI5 yata, doon sa mga MI5 mga spy, no? Kung ano nangyari, bakit nagkaganon, no? Kaya lang, very controversial kasi may asawa to eh. Tapos yung babae may asawa din, di ba? Merong, she works as a... Pareho sila. Ito, ayan, si Matt Hancock.
I think ang pinagagalit ng lahat is that he was very, very strict with everyone else. I think there was a similar case. A similar politician who was in a scandal sort of, and he took a hard stance approach, and I think yung view ng marami is hindi namin yung meron pa nga isa yung Queen nga nag-isa sa libing niya para i-follow yung restrictions. And then here we are. We're following someone na hindi pala din sinusunod yung sarili niyang batas.
Oo nga, parang hypocrisy, diba? Parang...
It's very hypocritical.
Oo nga.
Yun ang argument ng, yun ang opinion ng ibang tao. It's fair enough, buhay mo yan, but if you want to have a moral authority in terms of your role as a health secretary, in terms of what you're going to say, it's going to be very, very hard to do that now. Now, all this time, at least at one instance, you were breaking the COVID restrictions yourself. So,
parang hypocrisy nga, no? Kaya lang para sa akin, bakit gano'n? Parang masyadong private na private. Paano kaya nailabas? Yan, hindi naman, I'm sure a lot of people break rules, no? Kaya lang, hindi lang kasing kamukha kasi niya, kaya na-highlight, no? Pero yun lang, bakit lang na sino? How come it happened, no? Yung ganyan?
No, it's a fair question to ask,
kasi, diba?
Why him and why in particular, yung timing ganun, parang may hinintay. Because it was May 6, it's a month and a half ago. Bakit hindi nilabas agad-agad?
Bakit nga, no? Yang ganyan, attorney, kunyari son, for example, ikaw, meron kong may ganyan, bago mangyari yan, tatawagan ka muna nila
yes,
hello, Attorney DANNA, Mr. Sonny LARAGAN, may lalabas kami yung story mo. I-warn ka na muna na, we'll just have to come up with a story, So now warning na siya, nasabihan siya. Kaya dali-dali umuwi at siguro kinausap na yung misis niya or umalis na, no? Pero ito yung husband ng girl, si Oliver, yung mga Oliver Bonus chain.
Oliver and Oliver Bonus, yes. Ganda na Oliver Bonus, person.
Have you? Maganda. Di ba? May mga, it's a chain of mga parang shops yan, di ba?
Correct. Very pretty items.
Ayan siya, yung asawa niya. Ito yung babae, si Colangelo, pangalan yan? Si kawawa. Pero were you feeling na matatanggal siya? Were you feeling that he would resign? Kasi on the first day, on Friday, he said he wouldn't resign. And the Prime Minister, ang sabi ng Prime Minister dito sa aming Health Secretary na sa Matt Hancock, he still believes in him yata, parang gano'n. He still throws his support, no, sa kanya. Pero, yun nga.
Political pressure.
Kailan, Sunday ba
nag-resign sa Twitter.
Twitter. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Or nagbigay ng statement via Twitter or via video. And shows. But there we are. Ganun ang, kumbaga, politika wherever it is.
Pero
maraming mga plot twist.
Embarrassing to, kunyari, yung sa wife niya, sa family ng wife niya, sa family niya, sa mga kids niya, both sides, di ba? Pero ikaw, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead po.
Hindi, gusto ko lang tanungin, what do you think? Yan, na-expose nila sa, siyempre, I'm sure, maghihiwalay na yan sa kanya-kanya partner, ay kanilang mga husbands, sa kanilang spouses. What do you think? Dapat magsama sila? Dahil eventually, kung hindi sila magsasama, they cause this is, di ba? Dahil sa kanilang, probably, they love each other, they like each other, they fancy each other. What do you think? Dapat ba ituloy na lang nila, magsama na talaga sila? Or, kung i-avoid naman nila, sayang, no? I mean, sayang. Bakit all of this has
I think
caused...
whatever they do, they will be judged. Whatever they do, they will be judged. Kahit magsama man sila o hindi, they'll be judged. So they have to just do what they want to do. Kung magsasama sila, they'll be judged. Kung hindi sila magsasama, they'll be judged. So at the end of the day, just do what you want to do because you've already gone through the hard part. So make the decision to actually live by and stand by what you really wanted. There's a lot of consequences. Maraming resulta, outcome yung naging decision nila na yan. So they at the end they better have a good think about what they want because wala silang gagawin na hindi masuscrutinize. Whatever they do from here on, it will be scrutinized regardless.
Pero ikaw, attorney, let's just say, siyempre, parang napapag-usapan lang. Ikaw, let's say, ikaw ang spouse, ang wife ni Matt Hancock. Sa nangyaring ito, ikaw, siyempre, hindi natin alam sa wife, no? Pero ikaw, let's say, ikaw ang kanyang wife. Would you separate? Would you divorce? Ikaw, nasa divorce ka.
For me, that's definitely the end of it. That's a personal choice, though.
Oh, yeah,
that's definitely the end of it. If there's a breakdown in the marriage, and that's clearly, for me, ako lang, personal ko lang, if that's a total wala na, why suffer? Why suffer? But then, I'm not saying that works for everyone. That's maraming, my clients would say maraming consideration, the kids, your own faith, lots of responsibilities and all of that. As I've said, you go back to the same thing. Whatever you do, people will always have their own opinion. So you do what you truly wanted to do, whatever it is. So whether you want to separate or you want to stay with him, at the end of the day, someone will always have the opinion, but the only opinion that matters and really the only opinion that will haunt you is your own honest opinion of what you want to do with your life.
Nag-survey kami, attorney, ng mga ating mga kababayang mga Pinoy, no? Na babae, siyempre, of course, babae. Yung nangyari kay Matt Hancock ba, no? May mga kinausap kami. All of them said, ihiwalayan ko. Kasi yung sobrang kahihiyan na ginawa. And then, hindi na yung kahihiyan pa, yung lumalabas nga, yung parang hypocrisy na pag ginawa ng iba, may mga ibang government officials na somehow nag-break din ng di ba? Nag-breach din ng mga restrictions.
Yes.
He was condemning them. He was even saying, pwede dapat maimbestigahan din ng mga pulisyan, no?
Yeah.
Di ba? So, ayan.
That is right. So, the same rule for... Siguro, yun ang pinaka, take away, lesson learned sa ganito. I mean, everyone has complicated lives, whatever it is that you're doing. But actually, siguro sa mga politicians, if you are talagang malaking responsibility if you're telling the whole nation to do something, and most especially to stay away from their family, malaking responsibilidad yan. And maiinis talaga ang taong bayan kung lahat ng tao follow that and ikaw pala hindi sumusunod.
Ayan. Uy, napag-usapan yan, okay, so napapag-usapan natin yung mga mga whatever transpired within the week. Pero ikaw, anong mga pinagagawa mo? Yeah, so that's the story. Ikaw ba from Tuesday until Tuesday? Ayan, ano naman ang mga pinagkaabala mo? Meron ka ba new hobby? Where did you go around? I don't know, friends mo? Did you visit? Anong ginawa mo naman, attorney?
No, it's a very, very busy period for the legal industry at the moment kasi malapit ng SDLT deadline. The SDLT holiday deadline is tomorrow. So, it's just
sorry, SLT. Ano yan?
SDLT po. SDLT, Stamp Duty Land Tax. SDLT holiday.
Stamp duty,
Stamp
yes. Stamp duty, 30th tomorrow.
30th. So we've all just been trying to get through
beat the
this
deadline.
busy period.
A lot of people. Ang stamp duty ba, ano yan, maski anong property bili mo, okay lang? 500 1,000 pounds to 400,000
No,
pounds?
it depends. Medyo, may stamp duty calculator. I don't, hindi ko po memorize kasi may tiered yan. So there's a stamp duty calculator online na makakatulong. It's very, very user-friendly, so you can have a look at that. If you miss tomorrow's deadline, there will be a different rate from July 1 to September 30. Have a look at that, and then a different rate from October 1st onwards. So that's where we're looking at. Kaya busy lahat ng law firms at the moment. And then it's also the end of the EU settlements. The end of that yung pag-register sa EU settlement scheme. That's also ending tomorrow. So labas sabay-sabay lahat ng ending. It's been a very busy period for everyone. So that's what we have been up to. We've been just it's the home stretch for lots of deadlines tomorrow.
Okay, good. Pero itong weekend, ano ginawa mo? So busy from Tuesday of last week, so busy ka with work. Even on weekends ba, meron kayong if you need to go overtime, do you guys work?
No, I was trying to get some rest. It's been a busy period, so I was just trying to get some rest last weekend. No, I was supposed to do jiu-jitsu, but I've been a bit tired. So yeah.
Have you tried, attorney, have you tried yung, ano pangalan ito, beetroot juice? Na very effective sa mga athletes kasi yan because for quick recovery yata, So if you wanna do some physical, di ba, syempre, physical yung ating mga yung mga activities na yan, mga jiu-jitsu, running, biking, whatever, weight training, medyo may effort yan,
There's a lot of maraming mga hacks and tips dyan. And one of the tips ng mga ultramarathon runners is actually pickled juice or mustard, weirdly enough. It's because of a
pickle juice?
Yeah, yung juice na makukuha mo po sa pickle. That's exactly
yung pickles,
whatever it is.
Pickles?
Yes.
Okay, really, yeah.
Or mustard, yung sachet ng mustard. There's something about the acid in there to help you recover, your muscles recover from intense and very long exercise. And then a lot of athletes swear by this chocolate drink after an exercise. So yes, that's one I picked up from years and years of just.
But have you tried them? Have you tried mustard?
Pickle juice na po sa akin.
Okay.
Pickle juice works very well. Nung nag-ultramarathon ako, I drank pickle juice straight away the day after. So I ran Saturday. I ran 77 kilometers. I ran for 14 hours. That was Saturday. I was very, very stiff for a few days. So Sunday I was drinking pickle juice. Monday, Tuesday, and then by Wednesday I flew out to Philippines and talaga nag-work.
Oh, good. Diba?
Within 3 days I was able to recover.
Kasi may mga, in anything, maraming mga ways. For example, losing weight or doing something, di ba? May mga, you get to research or find out a lot of ways of, to an objective or a goal, no? So, pero, let's say, if there are 8 strategies or ways, probably 1 or 2 would work sa'yo, no? Hindi naman not necessarily all of them will work. So gumagana lahat yun, yung mga sinasabi mo, yung mga mustard, yung mga pickle juice.
I'm not sure about the mustard. I'm not sure about the chocolate drink. Hindi ko feel masyadong chocolate.
Okay.
Hindi ko masyadong feel na. Nabiyag ko yung pickle juice and na-feel ko yung I was vegetarian. I was vegetarian for that. I turned vegetarian specifically for that
Oh,
marathon. Yeah, I
oh,
felt
okay.
that. I felt that was very very good for
Oh, okay.
for recovery. But that was a bit extreme. So
But
we
you were resting this weekend. Wala ka bang pinapanood no anything, no? Kasi ako, I watched
uh,
this, I was sharing to you off air.
oh
Yung,
yeah, yes.
ikaw, ano bang, wala ka bang pinanood lately?
I was trying to find out. I'm so busy. I'm trying to look back. What was I doing about 3 days ago?
Oo.
I think I was watching some sort of film or something. But
Okay,
that
okay.
is.
Ako,
So
ako, I hate mga series eh. Kasi once yung series, kasi
mm,
parang, when you start it, you will get hooked to it, and sometimes hindi naman a waste of time, pero sometimes
yeah,
di ba, one show would be say an hour, for example. So minsan magiging 3 hours ka, 4 hours, kasi susunod magbi-binge ka na eh, di ba?
yeah, that's
Dahil
right.
di ba
Oh,
maganda, yun
yeah,
nga yung Spanish na La Valia ba o Valia Vaya
mm,
o Valia Vaya. It means the wall in literally, pero the barrier sa Netflix. So yung mga nagne-Netflix, oh, let me know kung okay ho yung ano, yung the barrier, pero Spanish yun, may mga ano pangalan yan, may mga ano yun, yung may subtitles.
yeah,
Nag-enjoy ako.
captions or
Oh.
something.
Nag-enjoy
Yeah,
naman ako after the first one. Sunod-sunod na, it's 13 episodes.
yeah,
And nasa 8th episode pa lang ako. So we're talking of 5 more to go, no? And
yeah,
that's 5 more hours of watching. Mahaba.
yeah.
Mahaba siya. So yan. Oy, teka muna, attorney, yung mga pagbati natin, ha? Hulaan mo ko sino unang bumati.
Marian Galicia Paner, parating valedictorian yan. Let's see. Ako
Sa
ba?
palagay mo, what do you think? Anong
Yeah!
gut
Or ba
feel
si Ma'am
mo?
Persola? Kasi nga, ayun pa ba si Ma'am,
So,
ayun pa si Ma'am
oh,
Persola?
well, we have a lot of people that we can think of. Ma'am Carsola, sino yung sinasabi mo ngayon kanina?
Si Marian Galicia Paner,
Maria Galicia
nag-number one yan sa
Paner, si
Tabasco.
Emeline Rafael. Sige. Sino unang bumati? Sige.
Ano si
Final.
Marian? Nandun pa rin si Marian
Marian.
Galicia Paner.
Okay. Wow. Talaga nga naman matindi to si Marian. Ayan. Oo nga.
Galing, galing,
Na,
galing.
last week teka muna, hat trick
Yeah, it
yung
was
ano.
Marian Galicia Paner last week as well.
But
3
is
weeks
this
running na yan.
is the third week in a row to? Ito?
Third week in a row, correct.
Okay, okay. So, yan, hat trick. Marian, mabuhay. We love you in a way, no? Sige, attorney, pakabasa yung kanyang message.
Yes, hello po. Magandang gabi po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Dana at sa lahat. Happy Tuesday po and stay safe and God bless us. Watching, I think from Cheltenham, isn't it, Marian? Or, Cheltenham ba si Marian?
Yeah,
Or
Cheltenham.
Devon?
You're right.
Oh,
Yung naputol to.
Cheltenham.
We'll have to
Cheltenham.
complete that no,
Yeah.
next time, no? Okay, uy, ito. So that was about, yan ang unang-una si Marian, no? Marian, mabuhay, ha? Talaga nga naman talaga. Okay, yes.
Oliver Fernandez. Hello, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Dana. Good morning, UK. It's good evening, actually. Oh, good morning, siguro dyan and the rest of Europe watching from the sunny city of Everett, Washington. Good evening. Or good morning, Oliver.
Good morning. Kasi they 8-hour time difference tayo with Oregon, with Washington State, with
Yeah,
California. So
correct.
California, I think Oregon, then on top of it is Washington State. On top of it is Canada na, no? That would be
That's right.
the Vancouver side, no?
That's right.
So, yeah, mabuhay. Yan. Yun nga,
Mabuhay.
pinag-uusapan namin attorney, yung aming health secretary, a senior official of the government, he had to resign dahil nga nakunan siya. Ito nga, nakukunan siya na merong ano ba tawag dito? Kahalikan niya, kaniyayakap-yakap nila yung ano, yung
Breach ng COVID
nag-breach
regulations.
ng COVID kasi nga naman sinasabi niya bawal yung magdikitan, may distansya and so on and so forth, no? And yet, siya yung unang-unang break ng ano pangalan to ng rules, 'di ba? So, eto ho
Correct.
yung aming minister yan si Matt Hancock, no? Kayan.
Yeah.
So,
But talking about politics, may he
yes.
rest in peace, the former president of the
Oh,
Philippines.
yes. When did it happen nga pala? Anong araw yun? Kailan nangyari yun?
That
Oh,
was
si late...
Thursday or Friday ba yun? Thursday ba? Or Friday?
oh,
Thursday or
yes.
Friday?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was watching, siguro snippets of yung funeral. No? Sa Saturday ata siya nilibing, or he was cremated and then he was placed.
cremated, no?
Quite young
Oo.
too. So So, yeah.
61. Very young, actually. Very young. Yung age niya, 61.
Very young.
But I think he was sick na already for many years na, no? So let's just say,
Yeah,
kung he died 61, baka 58, 55, 57, ano na yun, masakit na, ano? Very weak na, no? Ano yata,
Yeah.
anong sakit niya?
Renal failure due to
Renal
diabetes.
failure. Because of, di ba, diabetes, no?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He was he was getting dialysis. He was having dialysis.
The dialysis, yes.
Yeah.
Well, talking of...
Yeah.
No, go ahead. No, talking of people who passed away, meron akong kaibigan, kakilala si Arlene Beasley, no? Yung mga nakakilala ho sa kanya, si Arlene Beasley, she passed away last June 21.
Okay, condolences po.
Ako'y nalungkot, talaga nalungkot. Because I know, we helped her when she was launching her book. May libro kasi siya sa
Okay.
nakalimutan ko na yung tignan ko nga. Pakita ko sa inyo para baka makita na sa Amazon. May libro siya, baka pwedeng paano kaya pag kunyari kung meron bang bumili ng libro niya, paano yan? Pupunta sa asawa niya, ganun?
Estate, whatever the estate is, the estate would have to collect that.
Oh, yun nga pala, no? The state would collect it, yung libro niya, attorney?
Yeah, the state would collect that, and they will distribute that according to her will.
Hindi, may asawa attorney.
No, hindi. Kahit may asawa po kung
kahit may asawa.
You can do whatever you want.
Saan yung books dito? Saan yung books? Ito, books siguro. Amazon Books, no? So, how do you... I'm trying to, kasi, tama ba to? Arlene Beasley? Hindi ko Where do you find the books, attorney? Amazon?
Sa Amazon lang po. Search nyo lang po.
Hindi ko...
Search nyo lang po yung books niya.
Saan yun? I'm looking for Arlene Beasley. Hindi, kalimutan ko yung pangalan ng libro niya kung anong pangalan ng libro niya I'm just tapping yung Beasley, B-E-A-S-L-E-Y, attorney Beasley, B-E-A-S-L-E-Y. Tama nga ba ito? Tingnan ko lang. She passed away ito, ADJ Beasley, no? Pero Arlene, ito, she passed away, kaibigan natin to. She has a book, Hindi ko alam kung anong Beasley ba ang lumabas ng libro niya. Taga-Reading to. We had dinner with her.
Taga-Reading to.
Oo, si Arlene Beasley. May she rest in peace, no? Talagang...
Yes, may she rest in...
Ito siya, attorney, Beasley. I don't know kung maano. Yan. Meron siyang libro sa Amazon. Ayan, si Arlene Beasley. No? ADJ ang ginagamit pala niya, Beasley. Yes.
Sincerest condolences to the family.
Oo, si Gary ang kanyang hobby. Ito. This is, si Gary ang kanyang hobby, no?
Yep.
And then we help her when she was launching her book sa embassy. Mamaya, baka mahanap ko lang pag may dinidiscuss mo yung ating topic.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a short break. Ano bang yung topic for tonight? Teka muna, magbati pa natin. Vilma Tingson ito. Yeah, si Vilma Tingson. Yan, si Vilma Tingson.
Vilma Tingson, bago hello to everyone. Hello po. Magandang gabi po. Vilma Tingson Aguilion.
Ayan, Aguilion. Yan.
Paula Patricia Roque Perez. Happy Tuesday to our lovely attorney Donna and Sir Sonny. Happy Tuesday, Paula. Good evening.
Yeah, happy Thursday. Tuesday, I should say.
Tuesday
Paula. Tuesday pala. Happy Tuesday. Nakalagay naman. Happy Tuesday, no? Kasi happy every day is happy. Happy Wednesday, happy Thursday, happy Tuesday, happy Monday to our show, no? Yan, Rudy Libroho. Yes, si Rudy.
Rudy Libro, magandang at masayang Tuesday po, magandang attorney Dana, gwapong Sir Sonny and all viewers. Good and hot day in Belfast. Ayun, good and hot day. Yan, medyo lumalabas na yung yung araw, na inggit naman ako sa good and hot day ni Rudy.
Ano development, attorney? Hindi pa tapos ang laban?
Tapos na ba? Mukhang tapos na ata Ano ba?
Ah,
Ano ba guys? Tapos na ba? Nanalo ba tayo? O draw na naman to? Kasi kung draw, ano to eh. Diba? Oh,
Ano yun?
1-0! 1-0 na si Sterling at
Sino lamang?
7
Sino lamang?
minutes. Tayo!
Oh,
England po!
good. Nako, very
England,
good, very good.
ayun.
Okay, good. England na panalo. Okay.
Ano na naman tayo, Mr. Laragan? Medyo nagko-color combination na naman tayo.
Oo nga. Oo nga. Yes. Okay.
Malapit na yun. 1-0 tayo.
1-0. Okay, yes. Seth Val, no?
Happy Tuesday, Attorney Donna and Sir Sonny. Nakakatawa dito, no? Minsan nagsisports tayo, weather, current affairs, legal advice.
Hindi, kasi nga, naging bubble na natin to. No? Of course, the heart and the crux of yung ating program is yung, di ba? Yung legal advice, no? Na binibigay sa ating mga kababayan, yung mga pagpapaliwanag. Ayan, si Ma'am Coral, andyan, lumabas na.
Ma'am Cora Carsola, hello Sir Sonny, Attorney Donna and all. Masayang Martes, Ma'am Cora Carsola.
Okay, yes, Ma'am Cora, mabuhay kayo ha. Ayan yung ating teacher, grade school teacher siya sa Pilipinas, no? Sa Notre Dame namin. Mismo doon sa school, doon ko sa school ko mismo, attorney, ha.
Notre Dame of Greater Manila.
Greater Manila, yes. Doon mismo siya. Although sa grade school siya, kami sa high school eh. So, yes, Ma'am Cora. Okay, we're gonna have a short break and pagbalik ho natin syempre, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa discussion with Attorney Danna Quinto. No? Kung meron ho kayong mga tanong na nais tanong, of course, bigyan nyo na ho ng daan maya-maya ho or ngayon na, no? Okay, anong didiscuss mo, Attorney, for today? Is there anything that you'd like to discuss? Let them know for today?
Yes, nasa usapang separation, divorce, nasa usapang ano bang mangyayari sa akin ng Matt Hancock at Mrs. Hancock. That particular topic, what will happen if separated parents disagree about their child's schooling or other decisions? So, yan ang guidance na ibibigay natin kasi ilang question din yung tinanong sa akin ng mga kababayan natin. Either about school, about religion, about where they're going to live, about having this particular extracurricular activity. So, if you're in that position, or kung may kilala kayo na magiging valuable itong guidance na to, please do ask them to tune in or forward this episode to them. So, this is what will happen if separated parents disagree about children's schooling or other decisions about the child.
Ayan, okay. Makaka-relate yung ating mga kababayan din siguro dyan, no? Or kung meron kayong kakilala, no? Let them know. Tell them about it, no? Tama-tama ho because of this current crisis na nangyari ho do sa ating former Health Secretary Matt Hancock, no? So, something about divorce and the kids, no? Okay. Wag ko kayong alis, no? Saglit po lamang kami po ni Attorney Danna Quinto ay magbabalik po. Saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O, ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%, all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa DV Solicitors. para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. Divi Solicitors at 2nd floor, Howard House, St. John Street, Bedford, MK42 0DJ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
During these trying times, we salute the frontliners who are tirelessly caring for all of us against the COVID-19. To all the courageous nurses, doctors, carers, and paramedics at the NHS, words are not enough to thank you. We at Highlight Express International are here to support you back with a full semester 10% discount when you send your balikbayan boxes to your family in the Philippines. Dahil ang Highlight Express International ay para sa pamilya.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo. Welcome back sa ating program. Ito po ang Legal Advice Corner. No? Ako po si Sonny Laragan at syempre kasama natin yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada. Walang iba kundi ho si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Attorney, good evening once again sa iyo, no?
Good evening, Mr. Laragan. Nandito tayo sa sports section ng Legal Advice Corner. It is 2-0, Mr. Laragan.
Wow!
2-0 for
Amazing!
England.
Amazing, oh. Kasi we've all... parang ano yan attorney, pag naglalaban yung mga tennis players, halimbawa, let's say, Nadal against this cert, let's say, si ganyan, no? Siyempre, pinag-ano yung statistics nila, kunyari, how many games, sino lamang sa between the two of them, no? Alam ko sa Germany, as far as, between the two of us, between the two countries, mas marami tayong, ano tayo dito, talo, mas lamang sila, no? Historically sa atin. But this is good. This is good
ayan,
news.
Gumawa ako ng ayan. Go England!
Hindi, ito ho, baka, yung mga bagong kasi baka nanonood sa inyo. Ba't ganyan? Kala namin yung flag ng England, yung may parang, yung may blue pa, no? Ito ho, yung England lang ho. British flag ho yun. British flag ho yung maraming, bawat bansa ho dito sa UK, we have 4 countries dito sa UK that comprises the UK. May England do, isang bansa yan. Scotland, isang bansa yan. Wales, isang bansa yan. Tapos may Northern Ireland. Kasi ho yung Ireland parang North Korea, South Korea ho. Nakahati ho sa... Yung South ho ng South Korea, equivalent ho ng Republic of Ireland. Yung Northern Ireland ho, katumbas ng North Korea, no? So, pero 4 ho yan sa 4 na countries. So, pero yung pinakita ho niya...
Nakakatawa naman, darling. Nakakatawa naman. So, buti hindi tayo against Belgium, darling. Ay, darling.
Oo nga. Pero, paano kaya? Ganun ba mga kababayan natin ng mga taga-Germany? Siyempre, they would side with Germany. Ikaw man, siguro, if we were in Germany, di ba? Kasi kakampi natin yon. We're living there. We're enjoying. We're having businesses. We have our work in Germany.
That's
So,
right.
we will be partial to Germany or, we will side with Germany. Just as we are, no? Just as we do and we are, no? Okay, attorney, sige. Ito na, di-discuss mo tama-tama doon sa scandal na nandito, no? Ano na mangyayari sa mga bata, no? Paano? Pagka naghiwalay na.
Correct.
Ayan, sige po, attorney.
Yes, katulad nga ng sinabi ni Mr. Laragan, kakabay ng mga separation na to, mga divorce na to is the children arrangement after that. And isa sa pinaka tinatanong sa akin actually a few questions is, o paano pag hindi kami nag-agree about one of the main issues is schooling, or sometimes kasi sasabihin nung isa, mas gusto ko dito kasi this is a certain faith or a certain particular way of teaching, and the other parent would say, well, no, ayoko dyan kasi I don't believe sa na maayos yan para sa it's a good fit para dun sa bata. So lots of these questions when you are in a situation na hindi na kayo ganun ka nag-agree ng former partner mo. It boils down at first sa main question na who has parental responsibility sa batang to. So parental responsibility, hindi, first of all, automatic yan sa mother and automatic sa married parents. So if before that, for ng separation you were married and then you separated, you have automatic parental responsibility sa bata na yan, which means you have a right over decisions regarding that child. Now, in married parents, hindi naman automatic na wala ka ng rights sa bata. You can have a parental responsibility, can get parental responsibility kung hindi kayo kasal by a number of ways. The first of all is kung andun ka sa birth certificate straight away. So pareho kayo nag-register, sabay kayo, kahit hindi kayo kasal, walang problema. Okay lang yan. You can get parental responsibility. Now, kung later on, you agreed, kung nung una hindi pag ganun ka, klaro ang sitwasyon, and then nag-usap kayo, nung una wala ka sa sa birth certificate, later on, pwede kang idagdag by agreement. Sabihin, can we amend the birth certificate? Dadagdag na to kasi klaro na lahat. That's another way. The third way is kung you're having a dispute, this is kung married, you're having a dispute about matters about the child, about birth certificate, at hindi kayo nag-agree. One partner, normally the dad, can go to the court, pwede siyang pumunta sa court and say, anak ko yan, now I want the DNA test, anak ko yan, and I want to be in the birth certificate because I want to have parental responsibility over the child. So that's possible as well. So that scenario, hindi sila kasal, alam niya na anak niya yun, and it can be proven by a DNA. It's very easy nowadays. A court can order a DNA test. By a DNA test, then the court will say, okay, then it's in the best interest of the child to have this father on their birth certificate. So that's the starting point. Once you have parental responsibility, kahit separated man yung magulang, hindi lang yung magulang kung saan nakatira yung anak, hindi lang yun ang may say sa lahat ng bagay. So the other parent, the non-resident parent, can have a say as well and can actually apply to the court, which I will say what they can do if they can't reach an agreement. So the first one of the main dispute is, where will the child go to school? So what will you do when you cannot agree? So one party can make what we call a specific issue order. So when you can go to the court and say, court, we need you to look at this, and we need you to decide on a particular question regarding the parental responsibility, regarding a decision relating to a child. We can't see eye to eye, we can't agree with it. Please, can you make a decision? Please, can you assist us in making a decision? So how will the court go about it? The same parent, every single time we deal with children arrangement order, parati kong inuulit-ulit yung criteria na to, the paramount consideration ng pinakamabigat na consider, the most important consideration of all is the best interest of the child. What is in the best interest of the child? Not what resident parent wants, not what the non-resident parent wants, but in the whole of it, ano ba yung pinakamabuti para sa bata na to? So that's one thing. The other application, the other court application that a parent can ask, kung hindi kayo, kumbaga, sabi nung resident parent yung care na parent, lilipat ko na tong bata na to, lilipat ko na talaga next week, doon na siya sa kabilang school. One parent, the other parent can make what we call a prohibitive steps order. So ito naman yung parang injunction siya, kumbaga, the court, you're asking the court to stop this particular parent from exercising the parental responsibility in terms of a decision. And subsequently, you ask the court to assist as well in getting to the bottom of the issue. So you can actually stop a certain, kung, more than medyo advanced na yung process. You can go to the court straight away and say, no, we must stop this because you go back to the criteria, what is in the best interest of the child. Etong tanong na to, hindi lang to, regarding schooling, hindi lang to applicable doon. A lot of questions are being asked. Ay, taga-Pilipinas tayo, diba? Pilipino yung anak. Can we go home? Ililipat ko na yung anak ko. Total, below 7 years old naman, and ako yung nanay. I want to go home to the Philippines now, or elsewhere, kahit hindi Pilipinas, or, somewhere maybe Spain, or kung Spanish ka, or andun yung family mo, you've broken up with your husband or your wife, and all you want to do is be around your support system, gusto mo lang idalhin yung anak mo elsewhere. Actually, you still need to get consent from the other parent, lalo na kung itatransfer yung bata from one country to another. And sometimes even from one town to another, quite big uprooting sa mga bata. You have, if it's going to impact their lives, their day-to-day lives, yung contact nila dun sa kabilang parent who has parental responsibility, wala pong automatic na kung kayo yung carer, kung kayo yung resident parent, that you can just up and go to another country or to another town. You have to discuss it with the other parent, have to try to agree kung ano yung pinakamabuti para sa bata. And if you can't agree, may options tayo. You can go for a specific issue order or a prohibitive steps order kung medyo advanced na yung ginagawa ng kabilang parent. So hindi lang to applicable sa schooling. It also applies sometimes, in the past, may extracurricular na gusto because hindi it's a bit medyo hindi gusto ng kabilang parent na ito yung gawin niya, or it was one thing about moving to another town as well, mother city na malayo dun sa other parent. They actually have to talk about it. The same goes for maybe other big decisions about this child's life. Unfortunately, kung kahit you've separated, you've done the divorce, you've done the finances, you still have to co-parent together. And our advice is try to agree between yourselves because hindi lang isang decision yan. The child will have, yung buong age niya as a child before they reach majority. It's 18 years. Maraming decision. You're talking about not just school, extracurricular activities, life decision, etc. There are going to be a number of decisions surrounding parenthood. It is good for you to reach that level, a level of civility that you can have discussions, because it's very hard. It's very expensive, hard to get through, to use lawyers at all times. Kada question about the child, you go to the lawyers. It's good for you to have a discussion. It's good for you to be able to have that dialogue. But kung ayaw talaga, hindi talaga madaan sa maayos na usapan, as I've said, you have all of this application with the court, specific issue order and a prohibited steps order. And as a summary, what is the criteria of the court? They always go back to this one paramount consideration, which is what is in the best interest of the child. So if you're going to try to persuade the court to give you an order, whether a specific issue order or prohibitive steps order, you make that submission, you make your argument, not because ito yung preference mo or not because ito yung mas maayos para sa'yo, but the argument should be because this decision, this move, this school, this extracurricular, this next step is in the best interest of the child. So that's it. That's the guide. If you can't agree, if you're not able to talk it out, that's your option, and that is the main consideration by the court.
Attorney, ano yung two kinds of order? Prohibitive order? Ano yung isa?
Specific issue order.
Ano, sorry?
Specific issue order.
Okay, specific issue order, and the other one is
Correct. Prohibited steps order.
Prohibited steps. Ayan,
Correct.
order. Okay. Ano yan? Pagka gusto mo ilabas yung anak mo, ano yung sinasabi mo kanina? Out of the country? You still have what? How is
You actually need, by law, you need if they're going more than 28 days
Oh, okay.
out of the country, they do need a consent from someone else who is parental responsibility. But I would say, generally, kung kayo ay separated, and if you're going to travel alone with kids, it's always good to carry a consent form, a consent letter from the other parent, because airports do routine checks, just random checks, means to prevent child abduction, especially with parents, with one parent traveling with the child. So kahit super friendly kayo ng ex mo, biglang yung airport just doing the random check. They do that sometimes. And they might say, well, you're the lone parent. Can we see a consent from the other parent? So it's always just good practice kung kayo ay lalabas ng bansa with kahit holiday lang before 28 days, lower than 28 days, that you get a consent in writing. But kung gusto nyong lumipat sa yung Pilipinas, for example, you want to go back there, andun yung lola, lolo, pinsan, andun yung lahat ng kamag-anak mo, nag-break kayo dito, you want to go back, you want to bring the child there, you have to discuss that with the other parent. They would have to give consent. If it's a full-on transfer, if it's we call it uprooting to another country, even another city, even another city na, the other parent would have to travel longer than the usual, mas magiging mahirap yung contact with the other parent. If it's gonna have an impact on their relationship with the other parent, then you have to talk it out.
Yung pinaka-main consideration is the best interest of the child, di ba? Pero yung minsan nag-uusap yung mga magulang, it's best nga para hindi na rin magastos sa kanila na silang dalawa, they agree to it, no? Pero anong mga instances, in what instances would the child, yung mismo child, tinatanong ba yan? Ano ba gusto mo? O when would a child's parang decision or child's when would both parties or the court need the child to decide on something? Anong mga instances, halimbawa?
It's actually when Kafka, so we always go back to Kafka, kasi sila yung independent body who does this report when and they assist the court. Sila yung mag-assist sa court to get all these facts, to get all this report. So ano yung recommendation nila na i-order ng court? When they do that, they always touch upon the wishes and feelings of the child. But depende, yung mga questions nila, depende yun sa age and maturity ng child. You may have an 8-year-old na super mature, but you may have a 12-year-old na not as mature for their age. So it's a case-by-case basis. But some would say, 8 to 12 years old, dun na talaga, dun ang medyo na a child would be developing a stronger position as to their wishes and feelings. It's not necessarily yun ang main and only factor. Obviously, if the child is 15, 16, teenager na, and na malapit na 2 years na lang age of majority, it's stronger, mas hindi mo na, mas may stronger voice and opinion na sila. But with other children, the CAPCAS would take into consideration kung gaano ka-mature yung maturity ng bata na to, ano yung understanding ng bata na to sa sitwasyon. And they will try to, at any age, they can try to assess the wishes and feelings, but yung weight attached to it, it depends on a case-to-case basis. So wala pong automatic, there's nothing automatic about there. It also, just because 2 or 3 years old doesn't mean na hindi na i-explore kung ano yung wishes and feelings nila. That's possible at all ages. But the older that they get, the the stronger the voice of the child is. So if you get teenagers, obviously, mas malakas-lakas yung nila sa yung kumbaga yung weight sa voice nila. There are instances na teenager ayaw na pumunta sa other parent. They totally, it's going to be their choice. 17 years old, 1 year before the age of majority, versus a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old. It's a slightly different issue. But what to take note here is walang certain age, walang certain na ito talaga. It's what the court, how the court does it is we have to have that flexibility to allow for a case to case look, a case to case basis review of each child. Kasi hindi mo mapipigeonhole lahat ng bata. It depends kung anong level na yung development and progress nila. So madami ka din sa atin, 7 years old sa atin automatic sinasabi sa mother ba automatic mapupunta yung bata. Wala pong ganito sa UK law.
Ayun, At saka tama nga, may iba-ibang edad, merong mas bata, mas matured, merong bata or may edad na konti pero hindi gan ang mental nila, no. Okay, teka muna. May mga questions tayo dito, attorney, no. Okay, we just have here by the way, ilabas ko lang yung si Beasley pala. Ito yung novel ni Beasley na sinasabi ko, ni Arlene Beasley. Sa Amazon, I think I found it. It's I found it, but nawala na. I found it. Sorry. Okay, asa na ba yun? I found it actually. Yung it's Painless ang kanyang libro. Painless. Ito nakita ko na. Sorry. Nakita ko na. Ito yung it came out in 2014. Painless ang pangalan ng libro. Ito, pakita natin sa inyo para makita ng ating mga kababayan. Ito yung She Passed Away, yung ating kaibigan si Arlene Beasley. Ayan, ito yung kanyang libro, no? 7 pounds yan, no? Painless, back in 2014. Yan, si
What is it about? What is it about?
Buhay sa London eh. Asan na ba? Hanapin ko yung libro, basahin ko ulit. Nakalimutan ko, no. I read about a few what do you call this? A few chapters, no. Painless, no. Ayan si Arlene Beasley. So sumalangit nawa yung kanyang kaluluwa, no. Arlene, no. So we lighted some candles, said a little prayer for her. Ayan si Arlene Beasley. Taga yan? Ilongga yan. Ilongga siya. Oo, Ilongga. Maraming mga Ilongga rito. Ilonggo. O taga Bacolod and Iloilo. Or not even Bacolod, Iloilo. Di ba yung part ng Panay Island yata? Ilonggo rin yan, di ba?
Correct. Yeah, and Mindanao, where I came from.
Mindanao. Marami din parts sa Mindanao, no? Oo nga.
Ngayong gabi sa tanang ng mga Ilonggo, dira. Ngayong gabi.
Sila actually nagpasabi sa akin, yung ating viewer na si, ano pangalan niya, nakalimutan ko tuloy. Sabi niya, do you know, so ganyan. So, yun nga, sabi niya, kilala ko yan. And then sabi niya, she passed away last June 21. That's about a week ago from now. June 19 nung ma-hospital, and then on the 21st, she passed away, no? So, ayan, no? Okay. All right. Attorney, may tanong tayo rito. So okay, let's come up with a question dito. Okay. Eto, si Susan V, no? Okay, Susan V. Ayan. So, attorney, pakibasa lang ninyo.
Kamusta? Kamusta po sa inyo? Kamusta rin po? Okay naman po, Miss Susan B. May question po ako. Kung nangaliwa po yung husband ko, mas malaki po ba ang share ko sa paghati po ng properties namin, if ever? Hindi po. Straight, it's very, very, very rare that conduct would have an impact. Conduct like adultery would have an impact sa property. So that's a straightforward no. Hindi po yan magkaka-impact sa financial division, the division of the finances, matrimonial finances. As I've always say, tatlong elements ang kailangang ayusin kung maghihiwalay na po tayo. Number one, let's go with the most important, mga children arrangement. Just talk earlier kung ano yung pwede nyo magawa. Kung hindi kayo, you can't agree on certain issues surrounding parenting. Number two is the process of divorcing in itself, yung proseso lang, the main process of undoing the marriage. And dito, pwede mong i-cite yung adultery o nangaliwa. But it won't have an impact on number three, which is the matrimonial finances, the division of matrimonial finances. The reason being is that it's completely separate. And the court does not necessarily judge kung ano man yung naging rason ng paghihiwalay nyo. Very, very rare in certain English cases that a conduct would have an impact on the finances. Cases like, I'll tell you what's very, very, very severe na domestic abuse. So severe that it had an impact sa ability ng isang party to get gainful employment, the ability of the other party to be gainfully employed kasi nagka-PTSD, so hindi na nagkaroon ng career. So that's when one of the cases that a court would say, well, actually, what it is that your conduct affected the potential income of this person. So that's one of the Section 25 factors when a court would decide on how to divide the matrimonial property. So one of those is the income, the ability of one party to earn an income. And if yung conduct mo ang naging rason kaya hindi na nakapagtrabaho ang asawa mo dahil sobra mong inabuso at nagka-PTSD, yes, that would have an impact. But in terms of adultery, hindi po. That's a straightforward.
Okay. So yung sinasabi mo halimbawa ano yan parang nasaktan na ano nga yung PTSD, attorney? Ano ibig sabihin ng PTSD?
Stress disorder.
Okay.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay. Pwedeng hindi talaga nabalda ang katawan, hindi talaga nabaldado yung pilay or anything, basta may post-trauma parang na trauma ganon na tapos hindi na sorry.
Kung nabalda and physically unable to work as well, that would have an impact as well, isn't it? I'm just saying, one of the instances is post-traumatic stress disorder. Kaya for a very long time, they're unable to work. But equally, kung physically hindi rin kayang lumabas kasi bugbog sarado parate, that's also a factor.
Kung halimbawa, attorney, siyempre, yung babae walang trabaho, hindi siya nag-work, yung lalaki siyempre say for example merong may mga properties na may binili mga kunyari I don't know mga golf clubs na pagkamahal-mahal, siguro any yung hilig ng asawa halimbawa na medyo maluho dahil siya nagtatrabaho, in the absence of a prenuptial agreement, yan ba talagang hati totally ang dalawang mag-asawa niya? Pwede habulin ba ng babae yung mga expensive na mga purchases ng lalaki and put a value to it, either ibenta or siguro para makuha ng lalaki bayaran yung half noon. Pwede ba ganun? Ganun ba ang mga situation?
Yes. This is straightforward, yes. Is just straightforward, yes. Anything above 500 pounds is disclosable, so Form E, when you make a disclosure of your assets and liabilities. So anything above 500 pounds, dapat ilagay doon. And potentially, it forms part of what we call a matrimonial pot. So one of my cases, very, very expensive part.
Expensive what?
Expensive pot, art, ornaments.
Art,
Very
okay,
expensive.
ornament, okay, a pot,
Collector's
okay,
item.
parang
Collector's
vase,
item.
pot lang, a
Yeah,
vase.
collector's
Okay.
item. Collector's item. We're talking about, collector's
Okay.
item here. Kasi
Okay.
sabi mo nga, di ba? Very good taste, worked hard very, and it was part of, it was part of the consideration. It was part of the assets of the family.
Ayun, okay, all right. Okay. All right. Attorney, okay, so we have a second question dito. May second question ho tayo, no? Tayong dito. All right. Ito ang question, no? Attorney, pakibasa nga lang yan. Ayan.
Okay. Hi, Attorney Dana. Totoo po ba na madali lang palitan ng pangalan dito sa UK? Gusto pong gamitin ang surname ng same-sex partner ko. Yes, Louis. Correct. Madali lang magpalit ng name dito. You can do so via deed poll. It's quite easy. You have to do it properly, but it is a fairly easy exercise. You go to a lawyer. They can do it a number of ways. One is by a deed poll, or the other one is via a statutory declaration. And that, if you've got it, you can go to the bank and you can go to your passport, to the passport office, as long as they follow yung formalities, and you can change your name. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me hear you.
Madali lang ba yan, attorney? Can that be done probably in a day or in a week's time?
Probably. Yeah, in a week na makokompleto mo yung first part, yung declaration. Then you go to your bank. It depends on how long your bank would take it, and how long the home office, yung HM, the passport office, would take it. But I've done a few sa mga cases ko, and it's hindi ganun kahirap.
Really? Anong klaseng without mentioning the names? Is it more of changing just a surname, or is changing it into a popular surname, or anong usually mga cases ang reasons niyan?
Yes, the same. Changing sometimes, just changing back to the maiden name, although hindi naman yun minsan changing to a surname, minsan same sex, changing just to another surname, or minsan it's just that they want to correct a name. Dati tatlo yung pangalan nila, gusto na lang nilang gawin na isa lang, tidying up documents, so saying, oh, actually, mali yung kumbaga, napakahirap sa passport ko, 5 yung pangalan ko, pwede ko bang gawing isa na lang? So lots of reasons.
Okay. Yeah, ba? Is it quite expensive? Is it an expensive exercise? So, di ba, sometimes, halimbawa, yung pag-travel ng iba to traveling abroad, no? Kunya to a amber country, yung problema nila, yung gagastusin nila sa test, dahil minsan mas mahal pa yung test kaysa doon sa kanilang sa kanilang plane tickets, no? May mga ganun eh. Dito ba, for example, yan, halimbawa, is it quite an expensive procedure or process to do if you want to just change your name?
It's not at all. Tama ang ang conjecture ang ni Louis na madali lang talaga. It's for me, nagulat din ako personally kung gaano kadali magpalit ng pangalan dito. However, saying that, kailangan mo pa rin i-disclose. If nakita niyo yung mga forms dito sa UK, kailangan mo i-disclose ang former name mo. Kailangan mo i-disclose formerly known as. Lots, if not all of official forms would have to ask for your previous name. So it's not as if hindi na itatanong sa'yo yan. Tatanong pa rin sa'yo yan.
Ano requirement nila dyan, attorney? Is it yung kailangan ba ang birth certificate mo? Ganun? Kailangan pa ba? Very important pa ba?
No, hindi naman kailangan lang. Normally, identification document, passport, you do, and then you have to make a declaration kung ano na yung new name. No, it's not a
Okay.
complicated exercise at
Okay.
all.
Hindi
Hindi po
hindi
talaga.
ba hindi ba way to no for somebody who's had for example, I don't know kung ano logic ng I don't know if you can surmise or just hazard a guess or ano no. Ano kaya reasoning behind that? Kasi for example, kung may criminal record ka, I just wanna change my name. Yan ba nahuhuli kaya nila? What do you think? I know, maaaring hindi mo lang hindi
No,
talaga
I
totally.
think
Oh, kasi 'di ba, pagka
I think so.
meron kang meron kang criminal name attached to your name, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi sa Pilipinas nagkakaroon ng problema yung mga passports. Halimbawa, palaga-apply sila dahil okay, kunyari Jose Cortez. Nagkakaroon siya ng problema dahil ang daming Jose Cortez, 'di ba? Tapos yung ibang Jose Cortez may criminal record. So, sa atin ba rito, have you got any idea? Curious lang ako, attorney.
Wala po talagang, what I learned is that, there are lots of reasons why people change their name, and hindi ganon ang negative inference here. The reason being is that kahit na you're gonna try to change your name to something else, criminal records in the UK, I think yung intelligence, the intelligence unit, MI5, MI6, the police records here are quite comprehensive. Na kahit mag-change ka ng name, mahahanap ka pa rin. Kasi kapag nagpa-trace kami, minsan mahanap pa rin ang formerly known as makikita pa rin yung formerly known as. So, even if you change your name, it's not really a brilliant way of ducking and diving. Lots of people just do it to tidy up admin sa buhay nila. Kasi, as I've said, minsan gusto nila i-drop yung middle name nila for whatever reason. Minsan they want to just drop their former spouse's name to clean it up. So there's loads of reasons. Hindi yung inference dito hindi negative. It's not as negative. So when someone asks me to do it, hindi yung automatic presumption is that this person wants to evade the law or do something, because it's very hard to do that anyway. Yung comprehensive records dito would still be able to find you even if you change your name.
Ayan. But you can change to any name, no? You can, if you want to say, for example, gusto na tao na, kunyari, Martin Rivera. Pwede rito yan, no? Diba?
I think may just like rule about offensive name. But obviously, if you're gonna try to, to impersonate Martin Rivera and steal his identity, you might have a problem with that.
Ganun ba? Oo nga, ganun ba? Okay. Akala ko kasi, di ba, sometimes may mga taong gusto ng pangalan nila yung mga very popular people, di ba? O Tom Jones, or kung ano gusto nilang pangalan, no? Di ba? So, you have to be worried din, no? Kung anong pangalan ng no? But it's a big decision. If you were, say, for example, in that predicament, I don't know kung predicament, would you, ikaw, no? Siyempre, you wouldn't change your name, no? Pero may mga tao, why do they change their names? Ano sa palagay mo? Bakit sila kamukha nito si Louis? Si Louis once partner siguro. Siguro ang partner dito is baka foreign, baka may English sounding name or no? Ano kaya? For example, sa mga nakakausap mo or some of the clients, ano ang reason nila why do they change their names? Kasi dito madali sa Pilipinas it's an expensive process, it's a long process, it's not that easy, no? Unless it's a very very minor, kunyari yung E naging A naging E, it doesn't really totally change the name, no? Dahil siguro nagkamali lang ng konti, imbes na Alicia, na sulat ng nanay mo, Alessia or something, I don't know, mga ganun, no? Oo. Dito ba, what do you think are the reasons why they changed their name, no? Siguro, type lang
one
nila.
Reason, as I've said, one reason, as I've said, is going back to their maiden name. So that's
okay.
one common reason. One common reason is they want to go back to the maiden name. One reason is some people, hindi na nila, they don't like the name that was given to them. So maybe just yung first name lang yung i-change nila. They've been using this English name, yung may mga from other nationalities, mahirap i-pronounce, mahirap spell, in terms of, so they want to anglicize their name. So that's another reason. Another reasons, may mga transgender na clients then who would like to change their name for that reason. And understandably so for, self-explanatory na. So that's, one more, another, another way, another another admin reason why they wanted to do that. So hindi lang a lot of
Maraming reasons.
Sometimes
maraming reasons.
you get the usual mali lang yung spelling last time and they want to change it now to ano ba naman talaga yung totoong spelling. It could be that, or it could be just they don't want that name anymore, and they want the new one. So I think I've had all sorts.
Maraming.
The usual is going back to maiden name.
Okay. Bumabati sa atin si Edgar Duay, no, attorney. Ayan, sabi niya.
Hi, Edgar.
Pakibasa, attorney, pakibasa lang.
Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat and happy Tuesday Q. Hi Darmin Balarignon and Ma'am Cora Corsola, attorney ng bayan, DANNA, QUINTO, and I think that's legendary Laragan.
Sonny Laragan, legendary. Yeah, thank you. May question siya. Siguro final question natin before we end the program, no? Ito, may question siya. Sige.
Tanong, two older, I think that's kids, born in Manila, and I named them Lady Myrene and Sir John, both 22 and 21-year-old now. Okay pa bang palitan?
Name nila.
I can't read the rest of it. Naputol doon eh.
John is, okay, sabi niya, okay pa bang palitan naman nila? Name nila. John is not bothered, but Mai was embarrassed as she was being called Lady Mai. Ayan, so, pwede naman yata.
If they want to, yeah, adult na po sila, so they can...
yung pinag-uusapan nating, ano pangalan to, yung si tanong ni Louie D na madali lang bang palitan? Madaling palitan. Ang sagot mo, no, kay Edgar. Hindi niya type ng anak niya, no? Lady Myrene, kasi lalo na rito, di ba? Parang lady.
So you asked the question kanina, Mr. Laragan, that's exactly, so, walang negative inference. Di naman nag-evade yung bata ng criminal charges. The kid just did not want his... For some reason, it used to be okay. Now, it's a bit culturally sensitive kasi natitis siya. So, because the solicitor, I don't want to be called Lady Myrene. I just want to be called Myrene because that's what everyone calls me anyway. Can I change it, please? Put it in a statutory declaration. That's it.
Yan ang prime example. For example, yan, kamukha niya. Kasi dito may sir, merong tawag dito, merong lady, no? Di ba? Pag di ba, lady, sir, yung pag knighted, may knighthood, mga baroness, ganyan-ganyan, di ba? Duchess. Natitis siya, maaari. So, yan po pwede. So, okay lang, Myrene, you can change your name. Edgar, pwede niyong palitan ng pangalan. Hindi naman mahal yan, no? Magkano, kunyari, if you go through, may mga ano yan, $200? Pounds? 500 pounds?
Below.
Below pa. Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
So, actually, hindi pa talaga mahirap.
Okay. Pati sa school yan, so sa banko, minention mo banko. Like, for example, wala namang attorney na, let's say, pwede lang magpalit ng age, above 18 and above. Anyone can change the name?
Iba yung rule para sa minors, obviously,
okay.
Kasi minors pa sila. So, pwede yung bata, but iba lang yung rule, extra rules about it, about parents being on the same page about it. But wala namang kung 22 na si Lady Myrene at 21 na si Sir John, so they can make their own decision.
Okay, 22 years old na. Tama, 22 na si Lady Myrene, si Mai, no? Lady Mai, oo. Tama nga naman. May ganyan talaga, totoo yan. Minsan, di ba, na tutukso, no? So, pwede. Edgar, pwede, no? And Mai, if you're watching right now, no? It's possible if you wanna drop siguro lady lang siguro gusto niya drop dyan. Para Myrene. Myrene, okay. Edgar Duay. Sa daughter sa Lady Myrene, Sir John. Okay, pero they were born in Manila. Ang galing naman niya. Siguro nung nasa Pilipinas, walang problema. Pero
madami sa atin, Lady, Duchess, Queenie, di ba? Ganon, ang pangalan, di ba?
May mga
Ano pa?
DJ akong kilala, pangalan, Lady Di, Lady ganon, Lady ganyan,
Yung
no?
ano ko, pamangkin ko po, si Duke. Si Duke Henrik, yung
O,
pamangkin ko sa pinsan. So, pag pumunta dito, yung magiging Duke of
Duke.
Bedford yun.
Oo nga, di ba? Duke, no? Oo. Medyo mataas-taas yata yung Duke, di ba? Duke, Duchess, di ba? Yung
Mataas-taas
mga
ko ang Duke.
mataas-taas yung
Magaling
sir kasi...
pumaintain yung ano ko, yung pinsan ko.
Oo. Hindi. Matutukso sa rito, pero back home in the Philippines, okay lang. They don't probably mind it.
Then, iba kasi,
Oo.
yung sa atin. So I think that's a prime example na, wala namang, nothing sinister about it at all. It's just that they want to change it.
In fact, yung mga British dito, they're not used to, di ba, calling them sirs yata. Sir, di ba? Dahil nga may, di ba, knighted
No,
mo, sir, di ba?
not at all.
Parang, yung mga hindi ganun ka, they awkward sila na parang tawagin mo sir, no? If you call them sir, where do I find this? Where do I ganyan, no?
Yeah,
So,
no,
ayan.
they're not.
Okay, well,
Enough
thank you,
ito.
Edgar. Thanks for your question. No, I guess with that, no, we will end ang ating programa. No, kung may mga tanong pa ho kayo, next week na ho natin ipasok. Just leave us a message siguro sa ating dyan sa Filipino TV Europe. And of course, ito, si Attorney DANNA Quinto. No? Attorney, sige, go ahead. Baka may gusto ka pang banggitin sa kanila or magpaalam sa kanila and how to contact you. Let them know, please.
Yes, you can contact me via email at d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com and call direct dial 01234225188. Just as I've said, send lang po kayo na message if there are any other question or may query pa or issue case summary na gusto nyo send, you want to consult. May free 30-minute consultation. So yes, tanong lang po tayo. And congratulations, England, once again. Check ko lang, final sports advisory ng Legal Advice Corner. 2-0 po tayo.
Tapos na. Final na.
Tapos na po.
Wow, okay.
So yes,
Great.
England and 55-year wait for knockout win over Germany. So it's quite historic.
55, yeah, kasi they've lost. 1960s pa na sila nanalo. The last time they won, if I'm not mistaken, was many years ago pa. Diba? Napakatagal-tagal na.
Congratulations.
So,
Congratulations, England. Yes. Sa
magagalit si Merkel niyan.
TV Europe pa naman tayo dito. So, tabi-tabi lang po sa mga taga-Germany. Mga taga-Germany.
Hindi, okay lang yan. Maintindihan lang tayo dahil because kampi tayo sa UK, syempre dito tayo sa England, di ba? Lalo na, no? Dahil taga dito ho kami. At well, congratulations England, no? And that's maraming matutuwa ngayon. At siguro mamaya-maya mag-wine ako just to celebrate.
Ayun. Hindi naman tayo nanood eh. Tapos na.
Okay. No, pwede natin nag-show tayo, Attorney. Hindi tayo nakapanood. Pero just the same, we celebrate kasi taga rito tayo, di ba? Oo. Ay, sabi lang niya
Anything to celebrate.
Oo nga, anything to celebrate, no? Tama ka. Sabi ni Edgar, hindi ko alam kasi pupunta kami din sa UK. I just want them to respect their names, kaya nilagyan ko ng Sir John Brosnan. Si Sir John ka-birthday niya, 007 kasi. Ayun.
Okay, alright.
Tara, John Brosnan, Pierce Brosnan yun, di ba? Dalawa. So, yung Brosnan parang second name, middle name niya. Actually, tatlo name niya. Sir John at saka Brosnan, no? Bigat naman. Alam mo si Edgar, talagang unique yan, no? Edgar, mabuhay, no? Okay.
Mabuhay ka, Edgar.
Mabuhay yan. With that, with the win of England, no, sa Germany, at syempre sa ating mga nanood sa atin dito sa ating programa, nakibahagi at nagtanong, at syempre sa ating pinakamamahal na abogada, no, na abogadang mahal na mahal natin dito sa ating programa, no. Ito po si Sonny Laragan nagsasabing, let's do it again. Let's do a happy Tuesday again next week. And please let your friends know about this. So till then, Sonny here with Attorney DANNA saying good night, take care, and God bless. Bye.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.